I went to the beach today. Beautiful. Perfect day for the beach. As I was sitting on my towel, I had the perfect vantage point just where the sand crested over and gave me a direct view onto the waves. And I was just sitting there watching the waves ebb and flow back and forth, advancing and retreating on the sand. And I had a realization, what some may call an epiphany, but I just think it's a realization that me, who I am, and the waves are the same. I didn't perceive any difference between who I was and who I am and the waves that I was watching unfold before me. It's the same phenomena, the same temporary experience. But at that moment in space, time, causality, whatever you want to call it, I was watching the waves. The waves were turning over in my own mind, in my own eyes, as my eyes were looking at them. I didn't perceive any difference. The observer and the observed briefly intermingled. And I just sat there and experienced it. I didn't know what else to do. I don't think there really was anything else I could do except experience it. It was brief, if we're gonna think of it in terms of time, but it was impactful. I realized that everything I've been chasing, everything outside of me, is dependent on my own observation of it, my own perception of it. The waves were so beautiful, the waters. I was reminded, I think, don't quote me on this, I think it may be a Zen saying, but I'm not sure who it would be attributed to. And he said, I am not my thoughts, I'm not my emotions, I'm not my feelings, I'm not my desires, my sensations, I'm not my mind. I am endless crystal waters. I thought that was a beautiful saying when I first heard it. I still think it's beautiful now. And I experienced it at that beach today. When I was watching those waves. The quote came to my mind. I am endless crystal waters. And a deep sense of calm really overwhelmed me. I've been having a rough time as of late, and I nearly had a panic attack on the way there. I was overstimulated with the amount of traffic, and it was a lot to process. I guess I was a little overstimulated, but I got it figured out. Obviously, I made it there, and then I was just watching the waves. I just felt literally that's actually how I felt. That was a visual representation of how I just felt right there. Like I could just be. I don't have to try so hard. I don't have to strive. I don't have to grind. I don't have to pretend to be somebody else for anybody or anything or any institution. That's not what it's about, man. That's not what it's about. It's about being who you are, finding out who you are. It's a very painful process. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or anything. I think it kind of has to be painful. That almost seems like the entry fee. Like, oh, you got to pay this much to get in. Like, are you really about it? You know what I mean? Like, are you really about that life? And you feel like you're getting put through the ringer, but you don't feel the way you did before. You have no choice really but to endure it. And even in the darkest moments, you know that it is making you stronger. I went from nearly having a panic attack driving down there. Popular beach. It's a nice beach. To just completely. I almost want to say that I entered a flow state as I was just looking at the waves. I wanted to go down there to get some shots with my camera, which is what I did. And then after that, I relaxed for a bit. And before I took some more shots, I wanted to just watch the waves. They're so beautiful. I got a lot of shots of those too. I just felt that we were the same, the waves and I. I didn't perceive there to be any difference. I didn't, I didn't feel outside of it. You know, I felt completely immersed in it. It was extremely cathartic, extremely freeing for me. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my soul. And even now, feel like I'm still kind of in it, but my vigor is renewed, my strength, just from that little interaction. I imprinted that into my memory. It was beautiful, and I feel blessed to have gotten to experience that. Let this be a reminder and a call to action simultaneously. Moments like these exist in our daily lives for each and every one of us. It's not about trying to find it. It's about letting go of needing to. The reason I saw those waves is because I was just present in the moment. I just did the next natural course of action, which was just to watch the waves. And that's what it gave me. A true freeing feeling, true wholeness, without the constant need for external validation, or striving, or trying to do something, or go somewhere, or be somewhere. It's exhausting. It's not how we were meant to live. The moment with the waves taught me that. Quite frankly, it reminded me of it. God already taught it to me. It'd be hard to remember at times. But the more we remember it, and the shorter that refractory period gets, the greater our awareness becomes. So whether you're walking or driving, obviously drive responsibly. Your discretion is advised, right? Or talking with somebody, any moment in your daily life, anything, is an opportunity for that awareness to be increased and to be directly experienced. I'm talking stream of consciousness style, straight up flow state. You're in it, and it's in you, and you're both together. Back and forth, up and down, and all around. That's the kind of stuff. Excuse me. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You have to let go of needing to see it or of needing to understand it. Just experience it and articulate it in a way that is authentic to you and for you. And that will be enough. That will be enough. Because you are enough. You've always been enough. Remember that. Just as I will remember the waves. It was a great experience. I wanted to tell you all that today. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. And as always, remember who it is that you are. And love it.